Hello, everyone, and welcome to this session on advanced Zoho Sales IQ tools for your business. I'm Michelle from the Zoho Sales IQ team. We hope you're all in the pink of health, and I'm going to be taking you through this very engaging session on different advanced tools that are available in Zoho Sales IQ for you to improve your business. We have our product expert on the panel here to answer all of your questions regarding any of the topics that we're going to be covering today. So keep your questions coming. But before we move on, I just want to check if I'm audible and if the screen is visible to all of you. Please give me a yes in the chat box if you're able to hear me and if the screen is visible to you. Thank you, Mirel. Thank you, Okert. Thank you, Leanne. Okay. All right, so looks like everything is good. So let me just go ahead and jump right into the session. So before I tell you how I've planned out this entire session, I'm going to give you a quick recap of what we had looked at in part one of Zoho Sales IQ's sessions. So first, I had given you an introduction about what Zoho Sales IQ is, what it can do to your business website, how it can help you improve customer engagement on your website, and how you can identify visitors that are landing on your website inside your Sales IQ dashboard using the live view windows, and how to engage in conversations with features like live chat and audio calls, how to set up a brand inside Sales IQ, and how to configure your company profile in Sales IQ. And then we had also talked about learning about visitors and then engaging in conversations with them. Then about adding operators and customizing roles, associating departments to different operators, and then about chat window controls and how to view reports inside your Zoho Sales IQ dashboard. So, in part two, we will be looking at different advanced Sales IQ tools that can help you improve customer engagement on your website. So, first, we'll be looking at the different channels that we have introduced in the all new Sales IQ 2.0 that can be that can help you grow your audience base. Then we have lead scoring and company scoring to prioritize your prospects. Then comes proactive chat automation using triggers, visitor routing, and chat routing features. Then we're going to be looking at resources, one of the most important features in Sales IQ 2.0. Then about how you can integrate Zoho Sales IQ with Zoho apps and other external applications, REST APIs, JS APIs, and then about some global settings and how you can connect with your mobile application users with Mobilisten. Then about other features like email templates and profanity library. All right, so let's jump right into the session. But before I jump into the session, I want to just launch a few quick polls. All right, so that I know where you're at with respect to Sales IQ and what you'd like for your business website. So let me just go ahead and start the poll. So I guess all of you all can see the poll on your screen. Okay, so have you used Sales IQ before? Yes, I've gotten it's like a 50-50 answer. So 50% of you have used Sales IQ before, and another 50% has not yet used Sales IQ. But it's okay, we've got you covered. We'll tell you all about the different features in Zoho Sales IQ and how you can use them for engagement on your website. Okay, so I have one more poll that I want to start. So here it is. What do you think is the best way to communicate with your website visitors? Calls or live chat or emails? Live chat has been doing well so far, and so we're super glad. Okay, we have votes for audio calls as well. All right. So now that we know what you think the best way is to communicate with your visitors, which channel do you actually use to communicate with your website visitor? In case you already have a business website, which channel do you actually use? All right. So there are a bunch of you that use emails for communication, and then we also have equal number of votes for live chat and a few votes for audio calls. All right. So now that we're done with our poll session, let's just quickly jump into the session. So, first about channels in Zoho Sales IQ. So, Sales IQ is all about facilitating easy communications with your website visitors. So, in the previous sessions, we had looked at a lot of features like live chat and audio calls on your website that facilitated communication with your visitors. So far, visitors would have been able to communicate with you or your operators only when they had visited your website. Now, we've made it possible for them to initiate conversations with you or your operators without even having to visit your website. So, for this, we have channels in Zoho Sales IQ. So, visitors can also connect with you through commonly used platforms like Telegram, Facebook, and we also have the WhatsApp Messenger that's coming soon. So, you integrate your Telegram account, your WhatsApp, and your Facebook page with Zoho Sales IQ, and then let visitors initiate chats directly through these channels. So let me tell you about each of these platforms. So by integrating Telegram with Zoho Sales IQ, you can grow your audience base by promoting your business and conversing with your visitors via Telegram bots. And you engage and converse with Telegram users, then allow them to contact your operators instantly. And you can also assist your visitors with rich media such as images, videos, etc. So the Telegram channel add-on helps ease the process of navigating to your website to initiate conversations. So the bot feature in Telegram will act as a communication bridge that allows operators to communicate with your visitors. So visitors can initiate a chat request by sending a message via the bot. The operator can pick up the chat from the Sales IQ chat window and then assist the visitors. So users can have all the chats and media securely stored in their Telegram account without being lost. Moving on to Facebook Messenger. So now you can converse with your Facebook audience directly using Zoho Sales IQ. So Sales IQ's Facebook channel lets you allows the followers of your Facebook page to initiate conversations with your operators using the inbuilt Facebook Messenger. Due to the wide availability of businesses on Facebook and an extensive user base, it's easy to identify and connect with a lot of people. So Sales IQ's Facebook channel lets you connect, store, and manage the leads and contacts right inside your Sales IQ portal. So, by adding your Facebook page to Sales IQ, followers can initiate conversations using the Facebook Messenger and then connect with your Sales IQ operators. And all chats and media will be stored inside your Facebook Messenger. So the next one would be WhatsApp Messenger. So this is an option that will be available soon, but I'd like to give you a heads up of what it's all about. So you get noticed and communicate where it's most convenient for customers. That's a crucial part of any business. So you can integrate your WhatsApp account with the Sales IQ brand and extend your support via WhatsApp Messenger to your customers. And you'll be able to reach your support representatives from their WhatsApp Messenger, while representatives will still continue to use Sales IQ to respond. So this will be a feature that will be available soon, and we will let you know about it. We'll keep you informed. So now that we know about channels in Zoho Sales IQ, let me show you inside the Sales IQ 2.0 portal about where you can set up these channels. So let me just quickly share my screen. I hope my screen is visible to all of you. So I'm just going to go into my Sales IQ portal. So I've clicked on settings, and then I'm moving into the developer section and I'm clicking on channels. So here I can choose the channel of my choice and I can start setting it up. So this is what it's going to look like. You will have to provide a registered mobile number, and once that is given, there will be a security code that will be generated, and then you can associate the Telegram bot and then verify the installation. So this is also similar for Facebook Messenger. So you select the Facebook user account that you want to associate, and then the Facebook page, then choose a department and also verify the installation. So we have our top help documentation about each of these channels in our help doc section inside our resources section. Please make sure you check them out, and we will also send you the help documentation links along with the follow-ups. And in case you have any questions, you can contact us whenever you want to through our forums or via email. So now that you have a lot of customers contacting you through different channels, you need to start prioritizing. You need to know which customers are actually interested in your product or your website and are likely to turn into potential customers. So for this, you have features in Zoho Sales IQ like lead scoring and company scoring. All right. So let me tell you about each of these features one by one. So, what is lead scoring? The score that's earned by visitors during their visits to your website is called lead score. So, you can set various criteria to score your website visitors based on the different actions they perform on your website and also the visitors' value in Zoho CRM. So, the lead score will start calculating the scores for your visitors based on the rules that you have set inside Zoho Sales IQ. So, what are the benefits of lead scoring? Why do you need lead scoring? You can identify the type of visitor based on his or her lead score, and lead scores can tell you which visitors are most interested in your product or your business and would turn into potential customers. So basically, the higher the lead score of the visitor, the higher the probability of closing the deal. So you can determine who your potential leads are and focus on them. So you can also recalculate the lead score that you set that has been calculated inside the portal. So they're recalculated based on intervals. So this is basically done to reduce the lead score upon periods of inactivity. All right. So you can choose to recalculate it maybe after a day or 7 days, 14 days, 30 days, 3 months to up to a year. By default, this will be set to weekly. So when this time interval is chosen, the lead score is going to be reduced by 25% from the current value for the interval that is specified. So you can see the lead score of the visitor inside the visitor history module. When you click on the visitor's profile, you will be able to see the lead score right there. And this can be used to choose potential customers to perform follow-ups with. You can also see the score of the visitor inside Zoho CRM. The lead score that's earned by each visitor will be pushed from Sales IQ to the visitor score field in the visit summary of Zoho CRM. And the visitor's score field will be available in the visit summary section of the lead or the contact tab. So you need to remember that this feature will only be applicable if Zoho Sales IQ is integrated with Zoho CRM, and the score will be pushed to CRM only if the identity of the visitor has been tracked inside Zoho Sales IQ. Then comes opportunity. So Sales IQ intelligently identifies your prospects, then it'll assign a percentage value for the deal closing probability. So this opportunity calculation is based on the lead score of the visitor. So the visitor with the maximum lead score will be given 99.9%, and the visitor with the least score will be given 0.01% as the opportunity percentage. So that can also be seen inside the people module inside the visitors section. So this is how you set up a rule inside the lead scoring section. So you choose the audience criteria and then you add the lead score. So you have a button that can be swept right and left to increase or to decrease points. When you swipe right, you will add points, and when you swipe left, you will remove points from the lead score of the visitor. And once the score is chosen, you will click on done, and your lead scoring rule will be set up. So then you have company scoring. So this is the cumulative score that's obtained by visitors of the company upon satisfying the defined rule. So you can identify the company that matches all of your requirements and then engage with them right away from the portal without having to carry out external research. And What's best is that there are no third party integrations that are required. So this also has a similar UI as lead scoring. So let me show you that quickly on my screen. Okay, I hope my screen is visible. So here inside settings, lead scoring and company scoring are available under automate. So when you click on lead scoring, this dashboard opens, and when I click on add, I can choose the audience criteria. So country is United Arab Emirates. I'm just going to add 250 points. And when I swipe left, this is going to reduce the number of points that are added. So I'm just going to say plus 250 and just click on done, and my rule has been set here. So I can enable or disable rules whenever I want to, and also delete rules. The same procedure applies for company scoring. So all I have to do is click on company scoring, click add, and say, for example, number of employees is 501 to 1000. I'm going to add 500 points and click on done. So here is my rule. Number of employees is 500 to 1000. So again, so company score will also be recalculated similar to lead score. The score will be reduced by 25% over a period of inactivity. So these two modules function pretty much in the same way. Next comes providing targeted customer support and keeping your customer base intact with Zoho Sales IQ. So, Sales IQ has a lot of automation features. So, keeping customer experience standards at a check is always a Herculean task. So, this becomes harder when you have an influx of new visitors on your website and not enough operators to target and engage the right visitors. This might sometimes require you to manually keep an eye on all the visitors, their likes and dislikes, answers to their queries, etc., which can become overwhelming at some point. So this is where Zoho Sales IQ's automation features have your back. So there are three major features that can be called for when the need to provide targeted customer support arises, and also when you want to double up your sales conversions. So they are triggers, chat routing, and visitor routing. So first about triggers. So we all know that operators can send out a proactive chat message from the operator window, but how great would it be if you could automate this whole process based on lead scores and other such features? For this purpose, Sales IQ has intelligent triggers. So they let you perform predefined actions when a visitor lands on your website and starts accessing the pages on it. You can also set up custom triggers for your website. So these let you send out automated greetings to your visitors based on their geolocation. This makes them feel at home, increases the chances of them signing up for your service or buying a product from your online store. And you can keep your returning visitors engaged and recognized by setting up your own custom triggers using the Invoke JS API option. You can set up an intelligent trigger based on email campaign content, name or source with a contextual message that's attached to each trigger, thus driving highly targeted traffic to your website. So you can use these triggers to hold on to prospects who keep dropping off after spending a considerable amount of time on specific pages on your website. You can reach out to them, you can understand their concerns, answer queries, and even negotiate product pricing. And you can send out discount coupons in case you have a returning customer on your website, or if they're a regular on your website, you can send out a small banner with a discount coupon. And most importantly, you can convert your CRM data into actionable intelligence by setting up triggers based on your contact, lead, and potential information. So, as it says, you can send out targeted email campaigns when the visitor lands on the website and he accesses one particular page. You can set up a condition that will send out an email campaign when the visitor accesses a particular page. Then comes visitor routing. So, visitor routing helps you display only the specific visitors that you and your operators want to see in the visitors online module, while chat routing can be used to direct chats to specific operators based on the area of concern. So, say you own a real estate website that's very country specific and you have one representative that's responsible for each state. In this case, you can start setting up visitor routing rules that will route operators from the particular state to only the corresponding operators. So you can separate and route visitors from specific regions to specific operators so that they can completely focus on keeping this particular visitor base engaged. For example, if a majority of your customers are from the UAE and you want to assign two specific operators for this particular country, then you can set the filter and assign your agents. Thus, the visitors visiting your website from the UAE will only be routed to these two operators. This can also help your operators communicate a lot of region specific offers and discount and increase sales manifold. So let me show you where you can set up visitor routing rules inside your portal. So navigate to settings again. So all of the features that I'm talking about today are pretty much available inside the settings module. So here under automate, you will find visitor routing. Click on it and you will move to the dashboard, visitor routing dashboard. Click on add, then choose a brand. So let me just say Zilka Realtors, and I'm going to choose country, and I'm going to choose United Arab Emirates. I'm going to click on next. And here I have the different visitor routing options. So this one will not route visitors to any of your operators. This will route visitors one by one to all of the available operators at the moment. And this one, route to least loaded, will route the chat to the operator who has the least number of chats to handle at the moment. And then route to selected operators will route to one particular set of operators, and route to first available operator will route to any operator who has completed a chat and is ready to pick up another chat. So I can choose any one of these options. So let me say I want to route it to selected operators, and I'm clicking on next. So here the operators inside my portal are all listed. So let me just choose a few operators, and I'm going to click on next. So here I will have to provide my rule a name. So the selected brand, the audience criteria, routing option, and the list of operators will all be listed here. And once I'm done selecting all of my configurations, I'm going to click on launch, and my visitor routing rule will be ready and live. Then comes routing chats based on operator availability or expertise. So the chat routing option available in the Automate tab helps you prioritize and route visitor chats to operators based on the query. Say you have 10 different products on your website and you have one operator who's an expert that's responsible for each product. You can set up routing rules to route chats about a particular product to the concerned operator. That's what chat routing is for. So, by default, all of your operators will be notified about incoming chats. However, with chat routing, you can route chats to a set of operators or departments with the list of the conditions available. So you can set up routing rules, automatically assign incoming chats to operators who are the most qualified to answer a particular query and are available in the most relevant department. And you can equally distribute the chat load among your operators by routing chats to the least loaded operators, thus avoiding overwhelming one or two operators with all of the queries. And you can direct chats to operators who have previously handled chats from these um, particular visitors and to CRM owners to ensure the continuity of the conversation. And this will save the visitor the time and the effort of briefing issues that he or she has been facing to every other operator. So let me show you again on my portal where I can set up chat routing rules. So I'm navigating again to settings, and under automate, I have chat routing. So here I'll click on add, and then I'm just going to choose a website, and I will choose a condition here. Let me say department. Say, for example, someone wants to contact support. So again, I have chat routing options. So let me choose route to selected operators and click on next. So I will associate it to, I will route all of the chats to the support department. And I can also associate operators if I want to. And I'll click on next. I'll give my routing rule a name, check all of the configurations, and finally click on launch. So now my rule is all set to route visitors to different operators and the chosen department. Then comes improving the quality of self service with resources. So, not all customers that visit your website would want to reach out to one operator to clarify all of their queries. Sometimes they prefer helping themselves over communicating with an operator. So, for this purpose, we have features like resources and sales IQ. So, resources are helpful for a business in so many different ways. So, they allow visitors to access articles and FAQs about a product or your website and find answers to their own queries instead of waiting from replies to operators. So there's self help. They help reduce the volume of chats that your operators receive. There comes lightening your operator's workload. They also help the bot in answering questions that it does not know answers to. And sometimes they help us learn about features that we've missed out on or features that have been newly released. So there's 6 different categories of resources in Sales IQ. So we have business terms, articles, FAQs, canned replies, small talk, UAQ, and UAQs. So let me tell you about each of these one by one. So with self-service features like articles and FAQs, visitors can find answers to their queries without any assistance at all. So this can save time for your operators as well as for your customers. So these articles are going to be available for access inside the live chat window in the help tab. So this is only when you enable the knowledge base option for your live chat window. You can categorize the articles and help visitors find answers to their questions. So customers can click on the category of their choice and then choose a topic from the list, which is going to further ease the difficulty of browsing through all of the articles in search of one. Then FAQs, there is a list of common questions that customers have asked about your product or your service. So this particular section inside your Sales IQ dashboard will contain a list of these common questions along with the relevant answers and can be shared by operators and bots during conversation. So when the intent of the visitor's query matches any of these FAQs, then it can be shared during the conversation. So, what are canned replies? So, these are basically pre programmed responses, solutions, links, etc., that you can create inside Sales IQ and use to answer questions that are frequently asked by customers. So, any support operator in an organization handles a minimum of 50 to 100 chats on a daily basis. Uh, and most of these chats have plenty of repeated questions. So, in cases like these, operators can make use of canned replies, modify them a little if necessary, and then send them out to visitors. So these are beneficial for both support representatives and customers alike. So this means support requests will be handled in less time and more efficiently. So instead of continually typing out the same steps, instructions, or links to help customers handle common issues, You can just build an organized repository of the answers that you need, and with them always right at your fingertips, you're a few clicks away from deploying the perfect solution without doing all of the typing. So as a result, your support team's performance will improve drastically. So customers are never a fan of waiting. I hope all of you know that. Ultimately, they want the quickest solution to their query. So in this case, customers will also receive the answers that they require without having to wait for it, and this in turn will increase the trust that they have on your support team and your business. Then you have small talk. So it's a simple feature where you can add responses for commonly asked questions, greetings, and other sentences. So you can add more replies to small talks in the form of packages. And the answer bot, which is a brand new feature that we'll be talking about in the next session, uses these small talk packages to respond to user questions. So small talk basically strengthens your answer bot with natural conversation ideas and gives you the power to impress visitors on your website. And it also acts as fillers when the bot is looking for answers to the visitors' queries. It can easily navigate through the resources present in your portal and provide users the required answers for their queries. So that's about small talk. And then you have business terms. So these are a collection of similar jargons or terms used in different fields that convey the same meaning. So adding more terms to the business terms module can train your answer bot again to respond more accurately to visitors' questions. So business terms can be best understood using an example. So in Sales IQ, we have renamed the website module as brand. So if an old user asks how to change website settings to the answer bot, it might not respond with the right article. But if we associate the term websites with brands and business terms, the bot is going to fetch the answer to how to change brand settings article. So it's as easy as that. So whenever you define a bunch of business terms, the answer bot gets trained with all the terms that are defined here, breaks down visitors' queries, matches them with the available articles and FAQs. So they also make your bots more efficient and give them the ability to recognize visitors' queries and then answer them, irrespective of the term used. So thus, the accuracy of the bot replies are increased. A rich collection of terms and business terms module will enhance your answer bot's accuracy. Then you have UAQ. So this particular section consists of a collection of all the questions that the bot does not know answers to. So when the bot does not know the answer to one of the questions that the visitor asks during a conversation, the aforesaid question will be recorded here. So this module helps you understand what your customers are looking for inside your product and can help you improve the quality of your resources that you have for customer self support. So right inside this module, you can add unanswered questions as a new FAQ, as a new article, or you can associate it with a FAQ that with an FAQ that exists already, or associated with a particular department. So you have all of those options here in the UAQ module. So this is in case your bots do not miss out on any of the questions that haven't been answered. So if it does not know the answer to a query, it's going to be recorded here inside the UAQ module. So let me show you where the resources module inside the UI is. So navigate to your Sales IQ portal, and right here inside this window, you will be able to see the resources module. So you have canned replies, FAQs, articles, small talk, business terms, and UAQs. So inside the canned replies section, you will be able to see answers to all of the uh, repeatedly asked questions or greetings or any such thing. So you can use dynamic text inside the can reply section to make your responses more personal. So this will greet visitors along with their name once they've given it during a conversation. So you can choose the type of the canned replies. It can either be public or private, then associated to a department. And you can also select tags, and you can click on save, and your canned replies will be saved. The next will be FAQs. So all of the frequently asked questions about your product can be recorded here. So you can enable or disable these FAQs as per your requirements. So when you click on the so when you click on each FAQ, or when you add a new FAQ, you will be able to add at least 5 different variants for each FAQ, so that however asked, the bot or the operator will be able to pick up the right article and send it, the FAQ, and send it out to your visitor. So I can just do definition of Zoho Sales IQ, or just these are just variants of questions that can come from your visitors. So I can just say Zoho Sales IQ. So if the visitor just sends out Zoho Sales IQ, the bot will be able to send out this particular response, the definition to Zoho Sales IQ. So I can also add related articles if I want to with each of these FAQs. So in case there are any articles that are similar to this particular FAQ, you can add them here. And you can choose the FAQ type, internal or external, then associate to a department, and the category. You can also add new categories if you want to, and finally click on publish, and your FAQ will be live. So inside the dashboard, you will be able to see the category, the type of FAQ, how many times it's been used in a conversation, when it was last used, and when it was last updated. Then you have articles. So all of your articles will be added here inside this section. So the articles module in Zoho Sales IQ is now powered by Zoho Writer. Let me just show you that in a moment. So I click on done, and the article editor window opens up. So this is powered by Zoho Writer. So you have all of the features that you see inside Zoho Writer right here. So you can do all of the formatting with that. And here you have your article settings, so where you choose the type of the article, associated department, and a category. And you can also choose where you want to display these articles. If you want to display it only on your website, you can uncheck both of these options. You associate a department, and if you want to display it everywhere, you choose all 3 options. And once you're done, you can either save it as a draft in case you're thinking about making any more changes, or you can publish it right away. So these will be available for help inside your live chat window when you choose the option. Then you have small talk, where you will add packages. So you choose a small talk package for reference, and click on continue. And here you can start adding the different responses. The phrases and the responses will be listed here. You have all of the different categories that you can add responses for. You can also duplicate this particular package in case you want to. Then you have business terms, where you'll be adding all of the business terms and the similar terms or synonyms that you want to add. And finally, you have unanswered questions, where you will have all of your unanswered bot questions recorded, and you can add this as a new FAQ, as a new article, or you can ignore the question, associate with the department. So I just have to add a title for the article when I click on add as a new article and click on done. and I can just enter the answer to this question and I can publish it. Then you have working extensively by integrating with Zoho apps and other external applications. So you have a myriad of options with respect to integrating other Zoho services and external applications with your business, ranging from Zoho CRM, Desk, Analytics, Assist, campaigns, and external apps like Salesforce, MailChimp, Zendesk, etc. So one of the most important integrations that everybody is super familiar with and wants to use is Zoho CRM, and you also have Zoho Desk. So Zoho CRM integration will let you get notified about visitors on your website within CRM itself. So you can automate the process of lead generation by doing so. You can automate lead follow-ups based on CRM values. You can also make your CRM web form smarter with Sales IQ tracking and so much more. So you can either integrate your Zoho Sales IQ with Zoho other Zoho applications, or you have third-party applications that you can integrate with. So let me show you the connections, the integrations module in the Zoho Sales IQ portal. So you go back to settings, and then under developers, you have integrations. So when you click on integrations, you will be able to see the apps category wise. So when you click on Zoho apps, you will be able to see all of the other Zoho apps that you can integrate with. Then you have telephony, you have analytics, data providers, different CRM integrations, data and enrichment, help desk, and email marketing. So you can choose the integration of your choice, and you can just click on add, and all you have to do is just connect with your Zoho Analytics account, and then you can start configuring all of the necessary configurations if you want to push data from that particular integration to Zoho Sales IQ. So the integration process will be pretty much the same for all of the integrations, except that each platform has different requirements as such, but otherwise the basic setting up process is almost similar for all platforms. So we have detailed documentation about integrating each of these applications with Zoho Sales IQ in our help doc section. We will share it with you while we send the follow up. So you can read about it and start setting up integrations for your business as well. Then we have REST APIs and JS APIs. So Zoho Sales IQ APIs are super easy to use. They're quick to implement, and they're basically designed to customize your chat widget based on your preferences, your JS APIs. So you can start exploring more about these APIs and learn how to harness the maximum out of them for your online business with all of our documentation. So how and where do you use these JS APIs? So all you have to do is just choose the required JavaScript API, copy paste the code in your website source code between script tags, along with Sales IQ's live chat widget code, and the rest will be taken care of. So you need to remember that it has to be pasted after the Sales IQ live chat code. You can call any number of JS APIs within Zoho Sales IQ's global handler, and you have REST API. So this basically defines a set of functions using which your developers can perform requests and receive responses via HTTP protocols like GET and POST. So you have a bunch of different APIs in Zoho Sales IQ that you can choose from. Then you have global settings that determine the functionality of your Zoho Sales IQ portal. So you can configure and customize the entire portal Sales IQ settings here. And these settings will apply to all of the brands that have been added. This is not brand specific. So any changes that you make inside this particular section will be applicable to all of your brands. So you can add or remove access to necessary options in the operator chat window, and this particular group of settings will apply to all operators. You can set up the typing status and sharing chat transcript options to display in the visitor chat window. You can configure important emails that you have to send daily or monthly reports or approval emails and all of that. Then you can set up operators concurrent chat limit and idle timeout. You can control privacy settings and visitor data available in your sales IQ account. And inside the visitor tracking configuration, you can configure the settings for your live view screen. Let me quickly show you this in the sales IQ portal as well. So here inside your settings module under personalize, you will find global settings. So here you have operator interface where you can configure options like audio call, voice note, screen sharing, Google translation, and profile enrichment and all of that. Then you have the visitor interface, typing status and sharing chat transcript with visitors. Then you have email configurations. So you can configure the sender email address, email copier, weekly report, visitor feedback, chat transcript, the email address that all of this has to be sent to. Then you have operator availability. So you can set the operator's idle time limit and concurrent chat limit. Then you have privacy. So here you have your GDPR and protecting sensitive data during expedition. You can also enable the masking visitors IP address option. So you can configure the settings for all of these under the global settings module. So another significant advantage of using Zoho Sales IQ for your business is MobiListen, Sales IQ's AI bot powered in-app messenger. So this is basically a highly scalable real-time customer service portal that lets your website visitors get in touch with you without having to leave the app. Sorry, not your website visitors, your mobile application users. So this has real-time conversations to support your customers from wherever they are. So this way you can improve customer satisfaction and increase retention by conversing with them in real time. Because who doesn't love 24/7 chat support, right? So you can stay connected to all of your customers at all times. So you can enjoy the in-app chat portal where you can view ongoing and past conversations. So basically you have access to your entire interaction history. So you can customize these skins and the look of your chat window so that they match your brand and your mobile application. So you can choose colors, themes, and this will give you a view that's exactly like the one that you see on your website. So this makes communication on your mobile application easy as well. So then you have the profanity library. So when there are hundreds of chats coming in, your operators can be accompanied or replaced by bots, but you need to make sure all of these chats are kept professional. So you keep all the chats, or to keep all the chats on your portal professional, we have a feature called profanity library. So this lets you add more terms to your library. So if the terms mentioned in the profanity library are used during a conversation, a warning will be sent out, and after the repeated usage, the visitors will be blocked by the operator or the bot. So this is a profanity library. So you can add terms language wise, and these will be configured and used during a conversation. So let me show you this again inside the portal. So here so here under settings personalize, you have profanity library. So you can click on add, and you can either create a new library from scratch, import a library, or build with an existing library. So I'm just going to choose the build with existing library option and click continue. So I'll choose the default library. So here I have the different languages. So since I had chosen the default library, there are already a lot of words that have been configured. So I can add a language. So here the maximum number of languages have been reached. So I can add languages based on my choice, and I can edit or delete the different terms that are added in each language. So as you can see, all of the unparliamentary terms are listed here inside this section, so you can add as many terms as you want to, so that whenever a visitor uses any of these terms during a conversation, that will be detected and a warning will be sent out before the visitor is blocked. So you have the abusive terms from all languages. So you can add as many abusive terms as required, so that you make sure all of your chats, visitor operator conversations are kept super professional. Then you have email templates. So after proactively engaging in conversations with your visitors and routing them to different operators, you need to make processes like follow-ups easy for your operators. So for that, you have features like email templates. So now you can create templates for all your emails and store them in Sales IQ. If you're a frequent email user, you no longer have to type a long email content every single time. Instead, you can draft the email, then store them as templates and choose them right from the editor. So these email templates, they actually let you add your content into an existing template, saving you the time of designing new templates for every new email that is sent out. So this means you get to spend more time creating content and less time on designing. So they also give you a way to build your brand right into the template itself. So this one always results in a positive, consistent brand experience that your subscribers want to interact with again and again. And you can add basic personalization like your subscriber's name or the company's name, and deliver a personalized experience. So with email content that speaks to your individual subscribers, you have a bulletproof email campaign. So for that, you have features like email templates. So with this, we've come to the end of our session. So during this session, we had looked at the different channels that we have in Zoho Sales IQ for you to make communication processes easy for your visitors. Then we had looked at automation features like intelligent triggers, visitor routing, and chat routing to provide personalized engagement. Then about how resources can help improve self-service for your visitors, how they can be enabled inside your live chat window and help visitors answer their own queries, how they help you record unanswered bot questions, how you can configure small talk. And then we had also looked at different integrations that are possible, and how you can integrate your Zoho Sales IQ with other Zoho applications and external applications. And then we had also looked at features like profanity library, email templates, and so much more. So in case you have any questions regarding any of the topics that we had covered today, please keep your questions coming. The chat box is still open, and we will answer them as soon as possible. And along with a follow-up, we will be sending you a recording of this particular session along with the slide decks that were used, and also helpful resources that can help you get started with Zoho Sales IQ. So, in case you have more questions, please free to write back to us at support@zohosalesyq.com. And we will also be excited to see you in part 3 of this particular session, that will be talking about bots that can help you engage and support visitors on the website. So we'll be looking at how to build a Zobot with Sales IQ scripts, then about codeless bots and answer bots that work based on your resources or knowledge base, and how you can integrate the Zobot with other bot platforms, how to create bots with webhooks, and then displaying conversation related information using widgets, and creating forms and customizing them in Sales IQ using Deluge and Webhooks, and then about a new feature called plugs that help you integrate services with codeless bots. So we'd be happy to see you there. We'll see you in that session. And if you have any more questions, please keep posting them. Again, you can also contact us via email at support@zohosalesiq.com, or you can also communicate with us in our forums. Please keep following us on Twitter for more updates on features and other upcoming sessions. So I will see you in the next session. Thank you for being patient. Thank you for being with us throughout the session. And until we see you next time, we hope you all stay safe. Thank you.